Going to make a video on a game I played over the weekend, the North American Team Amateur Team Championship. I'm playing James. This young man is rated quite a bit below me. He played extremely well. If I had any regrets in the game is that I didn't pose enough problems to my young opponent. I think I played pretty well, but I did see some areas that I had room for improvement. Let's look at the game here. Starts out as a Nimzo Indian. This Queen C2 has become quite popular with the World Championship last year going on. You were seeing some of these F3s and these E3 moves. And I've only recently started playing this, so I don't know any of these lines very well at all. I have an unusual approach to learning openings. And this is the opening as I know it so far. I'm almost out here. Well, I am out here. I misplayed this. I mean, the move I played is a book line. It's not the main line. The main line is this move here, and I now know this, and that's how I learn openings. I now know this is the main line. When I get to this position again, I will play knight a6 and see how it plays from there. That's the way I learn openings, basically one move at a time. I played this move here, and again, I didn't have any real bad positions out of the opening. It just felt like white was having way too much fun in this opening. I was not going well. I didn't really know where to go with this bishop pin coming down this way, and I feel this was the best way to take care of this pin. I think the knight has to come to this square, and this is good. It's keeping my knight out of here. I wanted to play d5, but I couldn't justify playing d5 on account of something like this, or even just playing the rook over here, and this feels very uncomfortable, and I don't think this is good at all. So my thought was to put the bishop on this square and maybe get d5 in at a later time. And now he's blocked this d file, so I can play d5, but I didn't like this here. So I played this to, cover this pawn and put a question to the bishop. Are you going to stay or are you going to go? So he goes back. And I could have possibly even just kept chasing him a little bit, but I didn't like this not knowing where his king was going to go. If his king had already castled this way, I might have gone that route. And I started to worry here. Maybe d5 wasn't very good, but I do get out of this okay. The bishop might have been better here. And here I couldn't decide which way to take back. I was originally going to take this way, but I didn't like this knight coming to e5. I didn't like this. It didn't feel right to me. I believe the computer says that is the best continuation. Knight c takes e7. I didn't care for that. I didn't do that, and it also gets me out of the line of this rook too. And I'm just trading down, simplifying. I want to get this rook over here. I think that is the best way to play that. Although the rook move might have been better to come to this square, because this is just a pointless. He's just going to move it. It isn't really even much of an attack. And I like e5 here. I think I need to get e5. I need to free my bishop. Maybe play my bishop up to here. I need to play d5. I believe that was my best bet. I didn't see where this bishop was going to go here. Again, that's probably why my rook was better off here. There's no extra tempo with this attack here. And when I was sitting at this position, I thought this was a good move for him. Let's see what the computer says. Yeah, the computer says it's not that great. I was seeing a lot of demons here on this pawn. Now in hindsight, it doesn't look as bad. The computer says queen c2 is better, but it's still we're still playing chess. It's nobody's winning here. And when the rook was set to move, I had thought about playing here, but then I seen this queen move, and I didn't really like it much. In hindsight now, I don't think it's that bad. I don't see that I could actually play possibly, was it here? No, I think I could have just played here. I wonder if I could even play my rook Yeah. I think trading the queens didn't give him any trouble at all. The computer just says e4 right now, which I did get e4 in. No, now it's saying queen takes d6. I kind of felt that that was my best move, was just to trade queens. And here, I had actually was looking at different things with playing this knight back here and attacking this, but it just started to look real uncomfortable with this pawn hanging, which led me to the plan of playing this e4 first. And I really liked this when I found it. I almost played it instantly. I was like, oh, I'll just play e4. And I like that move. I think it's good. I felt that it kind of blocked up this d file. I think trading is good here. And I like this move. I was happy with this move. If he takes, I get a real nice active rook. I mean, yeah, he can come over this way here, and then he can get a rook in. But I don't think it's winning. Yeah, that's probably what I thought. It was about even. I didn't think it was going to lead to anything catastrophic. I figured got to get the rooks off here. It's better for me. Let's see. Expected. Yeah, gonna defend it. And coming up here. Here I felt like I was getting a good winning endgame. I had felt that if I went into this line that I'm going to play out quite a few moves. I looked quite deep into this and thought it was winning. I was playing off the pawn island principle, and it goes like this.
Check.
Now, I have one pawn island and two. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. I felt with all these isolated and spread out pawns, I should be winning. Even though he has a pass pawn, I felt I could blockade it. I could get my king up. I could take it. I could possibly get a pass pawn over on this side, get my king over. I felt that this was winning. I felt like I was winning, but the computer says no. Slight advantage. So as we go here, I'm blockading this pawn, which I like. I think this is all good, because I want to get this rook up too, get more active. Now here, I misplayed it. I not that I could do anything that would win, but I think I could have gave my opponent more troubles. Suddenly I became worried about this rook getting active, so I thought I had to trade it off. I should have just played attacking this. He's probably got to pull the bishop back, and then I can just play my king over like this, and we'll see here. I'm not winning, but I have a decent advantage here. I think this is much better than the way I played it. Like I said, at the last moment, I was going to do this, and I just thought, oh, this rook is going to get super active, so I decided to trade rooks, and I think that was just a mistake. And I did that because I felt I could win this. And I get G5 in. I was happy with this because I was worried about him getting it in first. And I still am playing under the assumption that I'm going to win this. I still think I can win.
Check.
And he's playing extremely good chess. You can see that he's just playing extremely well. I'm still playing under the assumption that I can win, and I believe he was playing under the assumption that he could draw this. And I was looking at different ways of doing like a changing of the guard on this square. If the bishop moved, I could get my bishop here. I could get my king up, and then I could stop him from keeping my king out of this this D square, this D5 square. I needed to get my king there without his bishop checking me to win this pawn. It can't do it. And even here, I'm looking at this thinking I can win this. And then it was about here, I'm looking at the position and I'm thinking, I can't win this. I can't get over there. All he can do is just, he can get this pawn and then just sack the bishop for this pawn whenever this pawn hits a light square. If I could jump over the light squares, I could win. But as soon as my pawn hits the square, he can just take it, and it's a draw. I can't win with just a bishop. This is, I believe, where we ended up in a draw. Yeah, this is where the game ended drawn. I'm curious. It's going to say it's pretty drawn. Let's enter examination mode and try to find it here. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. Let's give black a dark bishop, because I'm betting this is going to win, and I'm wondering if this is why I didn't feel this was won. Nope, it still says it's a draw. I thought for sure if I had a dark bishop I could win this. I wonder if it's wrong. I wonder if I could win that. Bishop c4, bishop e3. Yeah, this still looks pretty drawish. And bishop endings are very tricky. Well, that's my game. I think I played pretty well. Like I said, the only thing I could have done differently was maybe keep the rooks on the board and try to create more problems for my young opponent, but I can't fault my 1200 rated player for playing extremely good chess. That's it.